Unong ai buat ke Tnad Pule Puthi udba Himalaya moktan Shangpliang. Ula kedau ba ke Hiar Kyrdan ke Meghalaya hak Pule Puthi kat kum ka kaipot Performance Grading Index PGI kamdai na kedau bambiang kasap ne hak Pule Puthi gi kena skol. Haba kerani kelat patai kubor uba Himalaya moktan Shangpliang ula penpau ba ke Hiar Kyrdan kedai namar kaya Jingeh ki badan hak Rukom Treikam hak Pule Puthi hak Jylla berokawai. Ulong baka PGI ke ai ka kaipot lo ke Jingdan ke Jingeh ak Rukom peniat ya ki Tnad Treikam ke Pule Puthi kuma ke Jingdan ki Jingtei ni ki building ki madan nilai akai ke boarding ke internet ki pankhana ki science lab at ki smart class nalor kiwe. Ula pensyai bigidan bon ki daw ki bapenlong ya ke Hiar Kyrdan ke Meghalaya haka kaipot jung ke PGI. Treikam de setia ya ke Jingduna kasap Pule padenggi kena Pule. Nalor kani uba Himalaya Shangpliang ulong baka PGI ke ai baha ke bakhya baha halor ke Rukom Pule ya ke mathematics bat ke science. Bat ke Meghalaya kadang yele stom baha hakini gipang kamta ke Rukom Pule ke bekentup ya ke foundational literacy and numeracy FLN bat kumjuru haki result haki eksamen. Ulong managaliang ke sorkar kala persangkat balak ban penbiang kat badan hapo ke Jingeh menteri rangba ukonrat kongkal sangma. Ulaban bagi patba kilalong kisaki halor ke jengplut pisah ke babon ke bagi sorkar ke pelut ban penbiang bat ban kentiu ke Pule Puthi hak Jylla bagi sorkar kerang yai bot dian halor kani dan bon kijaka ke barang duna hak bau menteri rangba udang persang ban penbiang uba Himalaya Shangpliang ulong ru bagi Jylla kesaki ya ke jingpep school no ki kena hadian ke Kyrdan primary bat secondary ke bapenlong ya ke PGI ban ai Kyrdan ke bahatrai bahaya ke Meghalaya. Ula penkot bahagi thanong kendong namar ke jingdok ki kini ki kepa ki penbor ki kuon ban om beteng show ke skul. Penban ki penbor ya ki kuon bandet bela ne bantrei kenang banyok kamai bat banyok ban kersyan lem hayeng.
We also have seen the low performance grading index that is called PGI, means performance grading index of Meghalaya. That mainly reflects the structural problems in the school education system, not a lack of talent among students. That we have to be very clear about it. So, when there is a low PGI, it means there is a problem in the structural system of the education, but it does not imply the lack of talent among the students. So therefore, like we have just seen that Meghalaya had ranked at the bottom nationally with a score of about 417 out of 1000. There are many factors relating to this performance of the low PGI. Basically, I can attribute to the weak learning outcomes. The PGI gives a lot of weight to actual students' learning levels in reading, in maths, in science, and Meghalaya has been struggling in these areas, particularly in the foundational literacy and numeracy, national assessment performance, and also in board exam consistencies. So therefore, many schools, especially in the rural areas, they face a lot of shortage of subject teachers and limited academic monitoring. The other factor is poor school infrastructures. Several schools still face deficiencies in science labs, lack of science labs and libraries. Then there is poor internet facilities, digital access to the schools in the rural areas. There are inadequate classrooms and toilets, difficult transport connectivity in remote hill areas. These all attribute to these low grade. We from the government side, we have tried our best to provide as much as we can under the leadership of Conrad Sangma, the Chief Minister. You yourself have witnessed the amount of money that the government is spending to develop and to improve education in the state. We are still working at it. There are a lot of gaps. There are a lot of areas where the Honorable Chief Minister is trying to fill up and to fill the gaps. It is a continuous process of our effort of the government. We will still continue to do it. Uh, but again, this society, the environment, everybody has to be conducive enough to encourage children to be at school, to attend school. We see a lot of high dropout rates too. The high dropout rates also attribute to the low PGI. Therefore, the dropout remains still a serious issue in our state, particularly after the upper primary and the secondary levels. In remote tribal area, economically weaker areas, parents generally discourage children to continue. They push their own children to start uh, some menial work just to earn some livelihood for the family. Again, we have another issues which is teacher related challenges. Now, there are many schools which are facing shortage of teachers, particularly in the rural schools. Uneven teacher deployment, and there are absenteeism like proxy teaching, allegations raised by a lot of critics. Um, the government, under the direction from the Honorable Chief Minister, has started rationalization. Now, this rationalization will, to a great extent, reduce the number of schools which with less children, and again also bring uniformity in the system, so that those schools which have more children will get merged along with the children which have less children. So those teachers can also come into these bigger area schools where those teachers can perform. Now, governance and monitoring gaps are also there. The PGI gives a lot of weightage for uh, evaluation like the data management, then the evaluation of school inspections, then policy implementations. So these areas also need to be looked into. And we also have reasons because of the geographical locations and connectivity. Our terrain in our state gives a lot of administrative difficulties. Now we have remote villages, we have poor road connectivity, particularly during monsoons. Our children cannot reach the school on time, the teachers cannot reach the schools. Then we have a particular school which we call hard to reach schools, meaning there are schools where children and teachers have to walk. So therefore, teachers are reluctant. Sometimes teachers are reluctant to go and to attend such distantly located schools. And I think we do have a system now and that has been placed, which the government is trying to rectify and trying to improve upon the PGI rankings. Now, the way that we would look forward on a positive note under the leadership of our Chief Minister, Conrad Sangma, is we will strengthen the foundational learning, number one, which is priority number one. This is very important. Most education experts agree that the biggest challenge is weak foundational literacy and numeracy, particularly in classes 1 to 5. And therefore, we have to improve upon the foundational learning. And how do we do that? That is, we have to go on a mission mode reading and maths programs in every primary school. We have to do daily assessment of the basic reading ability. We have to do special remedial classes for weak students and focus on the mother tongue based early learning with gradual English transition. This is a very important area where we have to improve upon. And then again, the second thing is that we have to improve on the teacher quality and the accountability. This is another important factor where if we have to improve the PGI rankings, means we have to improve the teacher quality and accountability.